If we look right over here, you can't quite see my parents' house because there's a church in the way. And Kate and Josh have been working towards God their whole lives, and meanwhile God's hand had them working towards Him, and little did they know, just like this little metaphor, they were working towards each other.
Kaitlyn and Jill, it's so hard to believe we grew up so close, yet so far away. It goes to show that God knew exactly what He was doing and that His timing was perfect. I want you to know how much I appreciate you and how much I love you. You respect me and love me unconditionally for who I am. Your beauty and smile lights up the room. I just cannot get enough of that gummy smile. In my eyes, you are truly the most beautiful woman inside and out. I am so excited to watch you be the most amazing wife and one day the most amazing mother. You are my whole world, Kate. I love you with all of my heart. I will never stop loving you. See you so soon. Josh.
My soon-to-be husband, I can't believe today is the day I finally get to marry you. When I try to put into words how I feel about you, it's easy to get overwhelmed because you are so much more than I could have ever wanted or needed. Your unconditional love for me is something I never want to take for granted. You are my strong and steady, my protector, my safe place. Never once have I doubted your love for me. It is so evident that you are the one that God chose for me to love forever, and it is an honor to become your wife. Today I commit my whole world, my whole life to you, and I promise to love you with all that I have. I'm so excited to start this new season of life with you and to continue to grow with you daily. I love you so much, and I can't wait to see you. Love, Kate.
Well, the day that you have been anticipating has arrived, and we're so grateful to be here as your friends and family to celebrate with you. You've heard God, you fell in love with each other, and now it's going to be a choice to stay this way, to be reflective of the same feelings you're having today. So, you still want to go ahead with this?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go ahead with it. We are going to go ahead with it, okay?
I, Josh, take you, Kaitlyn, as my wife. I promise before God and these witnesses to be your loving, faithful husband. In plenty and in want, in joy and in sorrow, in adversity and in health, as long as we both shall live.
I, Kaitlyn, take you, Josh, as my husband. I promise before God and these witnesses to be your loving, faithful wife. In plenty and in want, in joy and in sorrow, in adversity and in health, as long as we both shall live.
You made sacred vows and binding vows before God and us, your witnesses, your family. So by the authority vested in me in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I pronounce you husband and wife. What God has joined together, let no one separate. You may seal this deal with a kiss. gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Josh and Kaitlyn Stylist.
Wide spaces, fly like the wind in high places, rushing like water on my face, with your hand in my hand. Ooh, I wanna dance into the moment, kiss you like you've never been kissed before me. I would go anywhere you wanna go, with your hand in my hand.
Kate, when she told me that she's moving down to Gator Camp for a year and a half to be a cook, of course we like freaked out. Well, you're gonna go down to Gator Camp and you're gonna come back with a boy. And well, it was like maybe 4 months into it when she FaceTimed me, and she was like, so there's this guy, but he's not from Florida. He's actually from home. He lives like a mile from my house. Ever since that, Kate had to stop smiling when she talks about Josh.
I wanna run in wide spaces, fly like the wind in high places, rushing like water on my face, with your hand in my hand. Ooh, I wanna dance into the morning, kiss you like you've never been kissed before me. I would go anywhere you wanna go, with your hand in my hand.
Josh, something I appreciate about you is how intentional you are with the people you love. With my time in Florida for 2 years, I could count on every week having a good text message or a call from you. That meant the world.
Your faith in God is unbelievable. I mean, 22 years old and, I mean, living it right. You can't always teach that. You have a heart of gold. And Kate, you got a lucky one. You do.
Kate, once again, you look absolutely stunning. As your big sister, there's no one here that's more proud of you today than I. I clearly remember the first time I ever heard about Josh. Her phone's laying beside me. She gets this Snapchat from Josh Stylist. And I was like, Kate, who's this Josh Stylist? And her words exactly were, he's a nobody. Well, eventually this nobody turned into somebody. And all I was hearing about was Josh. It was all the sweet stuff he was saying, all the flowers he was sending. Josh, you love my sister so well. I'm excited to watch your relationship grow and see what God has planned for you guys. Josh, officially welcome to the family. Love you guys.
Anywhere